Welcome to the podcast where I critically analyze influential books in the realm of design. Today we are delving into Tom Greever's Articulating Design Decisions. This book serves as a guide for designers who want to become better communicators. So let's dive in. So what is this book about? Greever's book is a roadmap for designers seeking to master the art of explaining their design decisions to those who have influence over their projects, such as stakeholders and clients. As the author says, this is not about us versus them mentality, suggesting that designers are always right, opposing stakeholders who would otherwise make bad decisions. Articulating design decisions is about creating an environment in which stakeholders can clearly see the expertise and thought process of the designers so that they can support them. Who should read this book? Primarily aimed at designers, such as graphic, web, UX, UI, interaction, or visual designers, also collaborating with non-designer stakeholders. It's a treasure for design students and newcomers to the field. The proposed strategies help to stand out in the oversaturated design market and distinguish oneself from other professionals. The book unfolds systematically, from the importance of communication in modern organizations to the nitty-gritty of conducting effective design meetings. There is also a section for stakeholders at the end of the book, which designers are meant to advise their stakeholders on reading. Later, I'll cover if it works, in my opinion. How is the book organized? It begins by illustrating how and why communication is crucial in today's design landscape. Then the bulk of the book dives into organizing design meetings effectively. It guides readers through understanding stakeholders' perspectives, empathizing with them, and doing the necessary prep work to meet their needs. Later, it delves into processes and behaviors during meetings, such as implicit and explicit listening skills and getting in the right frame of mind before responding to the feedback. The author also outlines various tactics and formulas to help designers garner support for their design by crafting the best responses. The final chapter is tailored for non-designer executive stakeholders, serving as a source on how to effectively collaborate with designers. Let's talk about pros and cons of the book. On the positive side, the book has a clear organizational structure. You never feel lost, as the author skillfully guides you through each section, providing a roadmap of what to expect. Greever peppers the text with personal examples and detailed scripts of possible conversations, drawing from his wealth of experience as a lead UX designer. His real-life anecdotes enrich the content and makes it relatable. Information is presented in a structured manner and supported by visuals and tables. This aids comprehension, especially when tackling complex or technical concepts. The book goes beyond design and touches on communication, mindset, and psychological practices. It equips designers with a holistic skill set, making them adept communicators and fostering better understanding with stakeholders. On the negative side, at times the text repeats itself unnecessarily. While repetition can aid memory retention, some paragraphs could be shortened or omitted altogether. Certain phrases sound a bit too forceful or unconvincing, which takes away from the book's credibility. The sections addressing stakeholders could be separated into a distinct part of the book. Presenting it with the same book could give the impression that designers are attempting to educate their bosses on their roles, which may not align with stakeholders' expectations. Also, why would stakeholders look for the information in the book targeted on designers? So what's in it for us, design students? This book is a must-have. First meetings and design sessions during internships can be daunting, but armed with the strategies from this book, students and graduates will feel more confident, prepared, and professional. Creative teams vary widely in their dynamics, from relaxed environments to corporate settings with strict rules. When starting a new job, you never know how the first meeting will go, but remembering simple tips from the book, like removing distractions during presentations, optimizing presentations for memory, setting context, and treating stakeholders as well as you treat your users, can be game changers for newcomers in the industry. Is this book relevant to the present and future of design landscape? As Vi Elishnaviches, a senior UX designer, emphasizes in one of his recent YouTube videos, there are trends in design world, particularly in relation to AI and the vanishing role of UX designers. So, will this book still be relevant? Even though the first edition of this book came out almost 9 years ago, the ideas it presents are still relevant today. In this age of AI advancement, there are certain skills that AI can't replace, and one of those is communication. While AI can already design and generate various visual elements, as Tom emphasizes in his book, effective communication of design decisions can often be the deciding factor. According to the UX Design Institute, it's highly unlikely that AI will replace the need for UX designers. Ultimately, UX design relies heavily on the human touch. Empathy will always be paramount when creating user-friendly products. Moreover, effective communication and presentation skills will set professionals apart from others. While not explicitly covered in the reviewed book, it's clear that while AI can enhance the design process, human insight, understanding, and communication will remain essential components of effective design practice. Key takeaways. Tom Greever says, the difference between a good designer and a great designer is in their ability to not only solve problems with design, but to also articulate how their solution solves it in a way that's compelling, fosters agreement, and gets the support needed to move forward. And this is a great example of what this book is about. Design meetings. Love them or hate them, they are part of how we get work done. By mastering the art of articulation, you will not only maintain your sanity, but also deliver the best results and let the world see your work. And that's a wrap for this review. Thank you for listening, and keep articulating, keep designing, and keep evolving.